Dude, check the news. It doesn't matter what channel.
Yep, Michigan is gone. Actually, it's been turned into a sword, which is even more insane. Has Michigan ever been mentioned in a manga before? I don't know. Welcome to Chainsaw Man! Chapter 220. Let's do a quick recap. So anyway, YORU started blasting, but Pochita is just dodging all of her attacks. She thinks she has a clear shot, but Pochita absolutely speed blitzes YORU. She summons the Morai Eel Devil, which is both horrifying and adorable with his big old googly eyes. Pochita no-diffs the eel, which YORU says she was fond of. No clue what connections there are between war and Morai eels. Maybe Asa's fondness for marine life rubbed off on YORU. Back to the chapter, YORU claims she's learned the value of friends and family before chucking a boatload of devils at Pochita. As he slices and dices, YORU continues spouting about bonds until Pochita reaches her. But at the last second, YORU utters the words Michigan Sword, and we see the state of Michigan collapsing in on itself, consequently merging all 5 Great Lakes into the Great Lake. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Why Michigan? I believe Fujimoto chose the state because it was an industrial powerhouse that manufactured countless weapons and vehicles for the United States during World War I and II. So states that have a connection to war, or maybe every US state, are fair game for YORU to turn into her weapons. And I think all of us can agree that she did not learn the importance of friends and family and only sees her fellow devils as tools. Speaking of devils, we got a ton of them this chapter, though the Morai Eel is the only one we learn the name of. But I have a few guesses. This is the jellyfish devil because, I mean, look at it. It's a jellyfish. The porcupine devil because of the quills, the buck teeth, and the claws. The caterpillar devil, or maybe the worm devil. I want to say this is the horse devil, but I'm not sure if the rider is part of or separate from the horse. If it's the latter, I'd say it's either the knight or the cavalry devil. And my less confident guesses are wasp devil, millipede devil, griffin devil, moon devil, and beetle devil. And on the last page of the chapter, it said that the fight between Chainsaw Man and YORU is being documented by Fumiko Mifune. We know, according to Fumiko, that she has clones of herself all around the world because of her contract with the STD Devil, so there's at least one Fumiko in the United States watching Michigan collapse in real time. And this was documented at 11:23 AM, which means that Pochita and YORU are fighting at like 1 in the morning. Not all that important, just a realization I have while writing the script. Obviously we're going to see the Michigan Sword, but remember that death is a race, and the almost 10 million Michiganders that are about to be condensed into a single blade cannot die and will most likely be in constant agony. The sword has to be massive and ridiculously strong considering how big of an area Michigan has, and the guilt that Asa would feel destroying the 11th largest state in America. I can't even begin to fathom the damage this will cause both Pochita and Japan. Pochita needs to either destroy the sword before YORU has a chance to use it, or erase the sword devil. I mean, Mirisugo is right there, but he's the longsword hybrid, so unless the Michigan sword's really long, I don't think that will work. I've seen people on Twitter predict that the Chainsaw Man followers from Part 1 are going to return because of YORU mentioning Chainsaw Man's bonds. And as hype as that would be, especially since most of us are waiting for the Blood Devil to return, I think this is unlikely because this was an unofficial group formed by Makima with only 2 of the members having an actual relationship with Denji. We're currently in a very chaotic fight, so who knows what YORU and Pochita are going to do. That's all I had to yap about, so if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go read more. I wanna hold Aono-kun so bad I could die. Bye!